If you are a man and you're dressed in a feminine way, people kind of see you as maybe weak. I have also experienced it because, when it comes to you being a masculine person, maybe a masculine woman, let's say, or a feminine man, I think the world, rather Kenyans, have an issue when it comes to you. They quote it as an African. And also I've seen the kind of way the people around me are also being treated when it comes to just gender expression, because many people confuse gender expression with sexuality. If you are a man and you're dressed in a feminine way, people kind of see you as maybe weak, or maybe we also see it in the newspapers, when they're writing their headlines, you see maybe they're calling a man like flower girl. Where people are going through a lot of challenges when it comes to their mental health. That is why maybe you find that maybe drug is used mostly when it comes to the queer people, not really because they have money, because people associate being queer with having money and all that, but I think it's because of the issues that queer people really go through. Now, when it comes to just messing up with their mental health, you find somebody having suicidal thoughts as well. That is because maybe they see the way people are looking at them, they're seeing the way people are tweeting about them online, they're seeing the way people are not engaging with their content like they used to before. And I have also been in the same space because, maybe even going to look for work. When you get to an interview and you're wearing a tie and they're like, why are you wearing a tie in the first place? Like, you're a lady. We have seen also like the way Mike now had to go, MIA for a very long time now. And then they have now come with a new identity. They're trying to bring back their content. But you'll find that now many people will support them like they used to support them before. They will now be like, we're supporting you, but we don't want to show people that we're really supporting you, I think it's an ego thing, okay? First and foremost, I think it's an ego thing. They're just not getting, like, why would you dress as a woman? The way people use that slang like very carelessly. Like, wacha umama, showing at sea, like maybe you're showing a bit of weakness or just like some soft spots, They don't want that. They're expecting you to be firm, they're expecting you to be strong, to act masculine. So I think that is where the problem comes in. And then the way we have been brought up in our African homes, we're made to believe that maybe a man is supposed to be, to dress in a masculine way, and a woman is supposed to dress in a feminine way. So I think it's all about unlearning, learning and relearning what we have been taught before and what we want to know now, because times are changing. You can't keep on having the same mentality that you used to have like back in the days. People should see this as art, because some people really use it, cross-dressing, as art. And some people use it to, for expression as well, and it's still fine. So you're allowed to do whatever you want to do, I think, in my opinion. I think it's everything. It's a mixture of it all, because people just don't want, they're like, but you are a man, why are you expressing yourself in a feminine way? So I think people just confuse the gender identity and expression with sexuality as well. So I think we should just have the conversations should keep on going, because you see the way maybe right now we have a lot of femicide cases going on, right? But you won't find maybe people in church or maybe the religious people talking about it much. But now let an issue about maybe a queer person comes up, it will be conversation and debates online, very heated conversations, somebody being a queer person and all that. We should be able to have these conversations, just conversations that bring change, because we all want to be understood and to be seen for what we are. So I think that is something that people should really have in mind. I remember my mom asking me sometime, na siku hizi huvaingi dresses zenye vile ulikuwa unavaa kitambo. I'm like, hey, hiyo miaka ni kama imepita. But not that I wouldn't wear dresses though, but I love the fact that, parents notice. They see the way maybe, the pattern. They're saying now, vile ulikuwa unavaanga, there is a change that is happening. So I remember also juzi, somewhere like last week, we were somewhere at an event. And then this friend of mine was wearing a very good shirt, and then they were like, And nikamwambia unakaa fiti, and then they were like, hey, by the way nilibaiwa na mama yangu. Or somebody else told her, hey, na mamako sasa amejua test yako. Ako like, hey, ndo kama sasa ameanza kushika hii test yangu. I don't know, I think I found that funny because they were trying to say that maybe the mom has been buying for them, like amekuwa akiwambia very to small tops, and then ako zile za sasa hii sitaki kuvai, like squeezy the way I want to dress, see style. But I love the fact that maybe they're really seeing that the mom is really putting in an effort to really try to understand that style you may change. Maybe this is the kind of shirt that they might appreciate. So I think when it comes to parents, just let your children be. Because I mean, if I can't be myself at home, then where else do you expect me to be myself? So I think it all starts from home. And with parents, the last year during my birthday, I decided to go home. I think 2 days after my birthday. And then I was wearing a shorts na sweatshirt. And then my dad was like, "Unakaa poa." I was like, "Oh, thank God." Like, I don't know, I didn't expect that to go there. But I'm glad that at least you're also seeing that ni sawa kuna change. But there is a way, maybe unaweza niambia maybe something about the way I am dressed, but in a very graceful way, you know. And then also maybe us as young people, we should also give our parents grace because they're also just human beings. Maybe what they know is like they just know evil. But then again, we should give them grace because they're also human beings. I think that is what I'm learning as I'm growing. With what they knew, that is what maybe they have it. And maybe it's time for us to also, you know, maybe try to educate them in a very graceful way. Hey, mom, this is how we do things, you know. So grace, I think, should go both ways. And we should really try to unlearn and learn and relearn all of us together because every day is a new day for you to be able to learn something new.